Good evening, friends of Somersfield Academy, and welcome to this historic gathering of our Somersfield family for the roof wedding of our new Center for International Education, Leadership, and Technology. 28 years ago, a vision was born, a simple idea for a school, but not just any school. The dream was for a school unlike any other that would provide an exciting, inviting, and stimulating learning environment that embraced all children. This grand vision was for a school that promised to honor and uncover the daring dreams and hidden talents of each child entrusted to us. This continues to be our North Star and the promise of our school, Somersfield Academy. Somersfield Academy. Over the past 28 years of our journey, we have kept the noble dream alive as we've grown and stretched towards maturity as a school. Along our way, there have been many dreamers and many doers. When the two of them come together, however, the result can be electric, and what you witness today, the dynamic realization of an idea, a dream, a vision. We assembled here this evening, this electric evening, are the dreamers and we are the doers. In the adapted words of Edgar Albert Guest, somebody said that it couldn't be done, but they with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but they would be one who wouldn't say so till they tried. So they buckled right in with a trace of a grin on their faces. If they worried, they hit it. They started to sing as they tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and they did it. A year ago, this was a mere vision. Today, this is a reality. Please join me in applauding the Somersfield dreamers and doers, all of us. I would now like to turn it over to our, what I call the CDD, that's the Chief Dreamer and Doer, Chairman of the Board, Colm Human.
Thank you, Mr. Simons. You know, by this time you would have thought I've learned enough to not follow Mr. Simons speaking and matching his energy and enthusiasm. I guess that's one that I have to note down in my homework. Look, I'm delighted to welcome everyone here this evening for this momentous occasion for the school as we look to celebrate the roof wedding on our new building, which forms the foundation for the implementation of much of our whole school plan. 2 years ago, when we were working through our 25-year celebration, it provided us a great opportunity to take stock of where we had come to and to mark what the school had achieved since founding in Tivoli back in 1992. Coming out of that strategic review, we were excited to build on this platform with the school coming of age as we look to the future. It takes a village to raise a child, and the same metaphor applies when it comes to managing a project of this scale. So much has been achieved in this past year. As Carlos alluded to, this time last year, this area was an untouched part of the sports field. Mrs. Ross wasn't even with the team. Our DP authorization application was in its nascent phase, and our fundraising efforts were really just getting kicked off in earnest. The tangible evidence of our progress is clear for all to see now with this wonderful facility, together with the state-of-the-art new science labs, which will be opening in the main building in September. Even more important than these bricks and mortar changes, though, are the enhancements being made as part of the whole school plan. This includes new teacher recruitment, faculty training, curriculum development, including improvements to the design, technology, and learning support programs for next year. As a board, we're tremendously excited about the future here at Somersfield. The investments that we've made this year go far beyond just being able to offer the IB diploma program and really allow us to come of age as a school. Our students will now be able to finish their secondary education with us before continuing on their journey of lifelong learning. The whole school plan is designed to make improvements across all levels of the school. And it's important for parents to understand that the size of this building is actually approximately twice what we would need to meet the requirements of the diploma program. The rest of the building is really to provide extended capacity for the growth we're seeing in the rest of the school, and also to enhance the facilities for some of the specialist subjects, which we can take a look at on some of the tours a little later. Beyond these physical improvements, the board is also very focused on assisting Mr. Simons and his leadership team in ensuring the highest quality of the education for our students. Ultimately, it is our teachers that make the difference, and we recognise and embrace our responsibility to ensure that the school is attracting and retaining the best faculty to continue to help deliver the Somersfield promise of inspiring socially conscious, independent thinkers. With that said, I want to express my sincere appreciation to the teachers and indeed to our broader student and parent body for the patience that you've shown during the construction works. From relocation of many learning support sessions to the slimmed down sports field and additional noise and traffic. We truly do appreciate your support and hope you agree that the fruits of these labours have made that sacrifice worthwhile. I also want to express my sincere gratitude to our donor community for the support that you've provided to the school to date. This support has enabled us to be confident taking this significant step forward to invest in the school's future. As many of you who have heard me speak before will know, tuition fees fund the basic operating costs of the school, but we rely on philanthropy to fund growth. So thank you for your continued support. It is making a really meaningful impact on our ability to improve the school and the lives of our students. I'm pleased to report that to date, we've raised almost 4 million of our overall 6 million fundraising goal, a tremendous achievement so far given our very young age as a school. I'd also like to thank my fellow board members, the majority of whom are also here tonight, for their continued support of the project, both in time and through their own donations. In particular, I'd like to extend special thanks to my fellow members of our building committee, Mr. Simons, Dennis Fagundo, Richard Lightower, and Roger Marshall, who've been really running the overall project management here. In fact, is Roger here? We're going to introduce Roger as our Chief Financial and Operating Officer, a great addition to the team, and important that you should know, and probably the reason he's hiding, because if you see anything wrong with the building, from now on it's his baby. So we're going to need him to fix it. It would also be remiss of me not to make special mention of our contractors, D&J Construction, and architects, Cooper Gardner, for their role in the project. It's really rare for a project of this scale to be delivered on time and under budget. And I thank them sincerely for their help in not only achieving this outcome, but also making it something that our students could participate in and learn from. And if you haven't already had the opportunity to watch the Somersfield Shark Escape Room Challenge that our students got very active in, hopefully it's on display on the TV at the back of the room. Dennis is also available this evening to continue speaking about some of the building's features during the tours, and we'll invite him to say a few words in just a moment. And then finally, thanks to our development committee and school team, including Stacey, Oliver, Ali, and Nicole, for all of their help in putting this and each of our other engagement events together over the course of the year. That said, enough from me. I'm going to hand over to invite Dennis to say a few words on behalf of D&J Construction for their involvement in the project. But many thanks again for coming out this evening to join us and taking the opportunity to continue our growth and our journey. Thank you. Dennis.
Well, good evening, everybody. I haven't prepared anything, so I don't quite have the same repertoire as Carlos or Colm. But so thank you all for coming, and just on behalf of the construction team. So thank you very much to John Gardner and Gary from Cooper and Gardner. They're over here. It's really been a very exciting project for us. The clarity of vision that we all kind of came to the table with and were able to execute on was really made for an exciting project. The ability to really focus in on balancing value for money, balance a really good educational space that has that feeling that you just want to be here, that it's a really comfortable place to be, and to provide these facilities in such a way that as the school evolves over time, the spaces can be flexible and evolve with the school. And it's been a lot of fun. The school administration, the teachers have all been really, really good to work with. And it's been fun bringing the classes of students over and doing tours with them and talking through, architecture, talking through design, getting them to sort of see that it's not just a black box that appears at the end, but there's actually, hey, you actually use fractions for things. And it's been a really good journey, and thank you all for helping to facilitate that, and it's been fun. Thanks. And so sorry. And Lori's just gonna have a couple words now from the board. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lori Orchard. I'm the Vice Chairman of the board. I again want to say thank you so much to all of you, to everyone who's here every day, putting up with everything going on. There's so much happening this year, and it's so exciting to be standing in this building to see it actually come to life and know that our kids will be able to graduate from this school. That's a phenomenal achievement, and I'm really proud of everybody who's put their effort into this year. I would like to invite all of you to join me on the roof so we could do our traditional pouring of the rum, roof wedding, to officially open the building and welcome it as part of the Somersfield community. Please join me upstairs, and then afterward, please do come back down and mingle and do the tours and talk with each other. Thanks for coming.